Oliver, should we have a glass of wine with that meal?
Yes, sure. That sounds good. Thank you so much for inviting me to dinner today. I'm really happy to join you for dinner.
It's my pleasure to have you here. Since you will be marrying my daughter soon, I wanted to invite you for dinner. This place has the best foie gras. I heard that this is your favorite. I hope you enjoy the meal. Thank you so much for taking care of my daughter. I can tell that she receives a lot of love from you. Last time when Ella was moving to a new house, you helped her out, didn't you? She told me you helped her pack and move all of her belongings. Thank you so much for helping her.
There is no need for you to thank me. It's my duty to help her. I was just doing my job. I didn't even do much. The moving company did most of the work, but I heard that it can be dangerous when a female is moving alone. You never know what might happen. I thought it would be safer to be with her while she moved in case anything happened.
I totally agree. Before Oliver came to my house, I was in my house alone with the moving company team. The moving company team treated me badly. They ignored me and they moved the boxes however they liked, even though I told them to be careful because some of the boxes contained fragile items. But as soon as Oliver came in, their attitude changed. They asked me if there were any boxes that needed to be handled with caution. I was left speechless when I saw their attitude change completely.
I can't believe how they treat customers differently depending on their gender. Anyway, Oliver, thank you so much for taking the time to help Ella. How is your work these days? Do you have any struggles with work?
No, everything is going well. There's nothing in my workplace that makes me stressed, and the workload is just right. But to be honest, I think I prefer working at my own business like you, rather than working as a company employee. I don't like being bossed around at work.
I understand what you mean. I felt the same way when I was working in a company too. But in order to start your own business, you need to have experience working under other people first. That experience will come in handy when you start your own business. You need to be good at following orders first before giving out orders. I know that working under someone can become tiring, but think of it as valuable experience and always give it your best.
Yes, sir. I'll keep in mind your words. I want to be a successful businessman like you one day in the future.
I'm sure that day will come soon. I believe that you will become more successful than me in the future. When you are ready to start your own business, I will help you a lot.
Really? You are the best, sir.
How is your wedding planning going on? Do you need any help planning the wedding?
We hired a wedding planner as you recommended. He is sorting out everything for us. It is so much more convenient than planning everything by ourselves.
I'm glad that you considered my opinion. A businessman I know also hired a wedding planner for his daughter's wedding. He told me that hiring a wedding planner takes a lot off of your shoulders. That's why I recommended it to you.
Surely you know a lot of life's tips. Thanks to your recommendation, both me and Ella can work as usual without taking days off to prepare for our wedding. One of my friends also hired a wedding planner for his wedding, but he was on a budget, so he hired a wedding planner who was not reputable. Their wedding planner forgot to decorate the venue with flowers. I think that is the downside of hiring an unprofessional wedding planner for a cheap price. He said he regrets not spending more on his wedding plans. I also agree with him. Money can solve everything. The wedding planner that you recommended to us is one of the most reputable wedding planners, one of the most expensive to hire too. I could tell that he was very professional with his job. He first asked us about our schedule so that he could plan the wedding without interrupting our schedule. We didn't have any trouble working with him. I feel like he really cares and puts a lot of effort into our wedding.
You can pretty much get any work done as long as you have enough money in this generation. It's a good idea to use a wedding planner since you're always busy with your work. Ella has also started a new job, so she's been quite busy lately as well. I recommended the wedding planner to you two because I thought it would make your lives a little bit more easier.
Thank you so much, Dad. I am able to focus on work because the wedding planner takes care of everything.
Ella's bakery has been gaining a bunch of customers lately. All the customers leave a really nice review for her bakery too. I am so proud of her.
Really? I'm proud to hear that too. Ella had a talent for bakery ever since she was young. The cookies that you sent me last time were very delicious too.
Yes, Ella sells those cookies in her bakery, and it is one of her best-selling desserts at her bakery. You told Ella that she should open a bakery after trying her cookies. You were so supportive of her by helping her open her bakery. I think you really are good at spotting hidden talents in people.
Oh, stop showering me with compliments. I just wanted Ella to do something that makes her happy. All I did was help her start her bakery. She did everything else. I'm proud of her. She's paying her bakery rent and maintenance fees with her own earnings now.
No, I think it's all thanks to you, Dad. Thank you for opening my bakery at an amazing location. I get so many customers every day.
It's my pleasure to help you. Since I have a lot of money saved up for my business, I was more than happy to spend some money to help your bakery get up and running. If you need anything else, let me know, okay?
Okay, Dad. I'm always grateful for you.
Ella, take this. I bought this for you.
What is this? What did you buy for me?
I bought you a membership pass for a skin treatment clinic. You've been telling me lately that your skin has become very dry because you're working in front of the oven every day. I bought a pass where you can get 30 skin treatment sessions. Whenever you have spare time, you should go and get a skin treatment. If you need more sessions, I'll buy more for you. Oh, and this is a gift card which you can use at the massage shop. Can you give the gift card to your father? I wanted to give it to him myself, but I felt a bit shy. Also, your father is so humble, but I was afraid that he might reject my gift card politely if I were the one who gave it to him. Because your father has been working so hard these days, I thought he could use a nice massage. A massage will help his body relax and unwind once in a while.
This is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. You got a present for not only me, but for my dad as well. When did you even buy these? I thought you were always stuck at work.
No matter how busy I am, I always have time to do things for you and your family. You and your family are more important to me than my work. I still feel overwhelmed by happiness when I think about marrying you. Even while I'm preparing for our wedding, I still can't believe that we're getting married. It feels like I'm dreaming. I feel blessed to get to marry such a beautiful and sweet person like you. Also, thanks to you, I was able to meet a great businessman like your father. I really respect him, and I can't wait to call him my father-in-law. Thank you for deciding to marry me, Ella. It really means a lot to me.
You kind of sound like you decided to marry me because of my dad.
Of course not. I decided to marry you because you are so kind and pretty. Why would you say such a thing? But when I saw your dad, I realized something. You were able to grow up well because you were raised by an incredible father. I understood right away where all your amazing personality traits came from.
You have been complimenting my dad the whole day. Well, I guess it's a good thing. My dad has been very fond of you because you always compliment him. A lot of guys I know are too shy to express their feelings, but you are different. You always say what's on your mind. I like that about you. You are honest with your feelings and you are not afraid to say them. My dad says you will do an amazing job if he passes on his business to you.
Did he really say that? Is he planning to pass on his business to me?
No, he was just saying if it were to happen, you would do a good job. But maybe he is considering it as an option. If he didn't, he wouldn't even have mentioned the topic.
I'm grateful that he considers passing his business down to me. But I don't think he actually would. He has his own son. If he were to pass on his business, he would give it to your brother, won't he?
My brother has no interest in running a business, so I don't think he will take it even if my dad offered. He only has a passion for music. He has been trying different ways to get into the music industry. My dad says different people have different talents. He understands that some people are good at business management, some are good at music, and others are good at baking. He believes that people should be doing what they are passionate about. My dad wouldn't ask my older brother to run his business because he knows that that is not what my brother wants to do. He told my brother to do what he wants in life. Honestly, both me and my brother are so lucky to have him as our dad. Not every dad is this understanding. Not only is he understanding, he supports us. He gives us the emotional support and financial support we need. That makes us want to work harder to achieve our goals in life.
Yes, he is indeed such a great father. Your brother should be doing what he wants, like your father said. Anyway, your father's words motivate me to work harder at my company. Although I'm not very passionate about my work, it is something that I'm good at. I will try my best to reach further goals.
You're doing great already. Are you going to get promoted soon?
I think I'm getting a promotion because I've been working at this company for several years.
Aren't you getting promoted earlier than your coworkers who have been working at the company for the same amount of time as you?
Yes, I'm getting promoted earlier than them, but that doesn't mean I'm overachieving. I need to work harder to become a successful person like your father. Your father's company is really one of the best in the field. Our company often mentions his company. His company inspires ours. My colleagues often mention how your father's company always comes up with the best ideas. On top of that, the employees who work there appear to be very satisfied with their work ethics. Whenever I hear someone complimenting your father's company, I feel so proud. Deep down, I wanted to tell them that the company is owned by my girlfriend's father. But, of course, I don't tell them. I don't want to show off about it.
There you go again with the never-ending compliments about my dad. Anyway, I thank you for the gifts. I will make sure to give my dad the gift card.
Okay, I hope he likes it.
Dad, did something happen to you? You don't seem well. After you came back from work, you look like something worrying is on your mind.
Yes, there is something bothering me.
What is it? You can tell me. I will listen to you with an open heart.
Do you remember Mr. Carter, who used to work for me? He used to give you books once in a while when you were young.
Yes, I do remember him. But why do you ask? Did something happen to him?
Yes, today he told me that his wife was diagnosed with cancer. She has stage 2 pancreatic cancer. It's a relief that they were able to spot the tumor before it reached a further stage of cancer. But pancreatic cancer is a tough one to recover from. Mr. Carter seems very worried for his wife. I felt so sorry to hear that from him. He wanted to support his wife and spend time with her, so he quit his job in his new company in order to take care of his wife. The company that he worked at before quitting was a good company for him. It was located close to his house, so it was easy for him to commute to and from work. Also, the work was well suited for him. He told me that he enjoyed working there. But he had to quit earlier than he wanted to. He told me that he was very bummed about it.
Oh no. I feel so bad for him. I hope he feels better.
I felt bad for him too. When I was talking to him on the phone, it reminded me a lot of my past. Your mom was also diagnosed with stage 4 stomach cancer. Back then, even my business was struggling, so everything was a burden to me. It really was a very, very tough time.
I remember those days. You really had it bad back then. You had to raise me by yourself while taking care of my mom. And at the same time, you were going back and forth from the hospital to your company to try to recover your business.
Yes, it was very difficult. Mr. Carter must be going through something similar right now. I want to help him in some way. But the only way that I can help him is by finding a skilled doctor for his wife. So I asked people around me and did some research myself. I was able to find a doctor who was reputable for cancer treatments. I booked a room in the hospital so Mrs. Carter could receive her cancer treatment. Yet, I still feel sad for them. I wish I could do something more for them.
Dad, you did enough for them. Finding a skilled doctor for Mrs. Carter is the best way to help her out.
I hope she can fully recover from her cancer after receiving treatments.
I am sure she will. Please don't worry too much. Let's try to stay positive.
Okay, let's hope for the best.
Oh, I have something to give you. Oliver bought you something as a present. Please, take this. Oliver said you looked a bit tired these days, so he bought a gift card you can use at a massage shop. The massage shop is near your company, so you can get a massage after your work finishes.
Oliver is so thoughtful. When did he have the time to buy this for me?
I wonder too. He has been very busy these days, but he still makes the time for us. I sometimes feel like he cares about you more than I do.
Oliver is indeed such a warm-hearted human being. He is always so thoughtful. I appreciate that about him. No matter how much money you have and how successful you are, it means nothing if you don't take care of your loved ones around you.
You're right. I haven't met anyone as sweet as Oliver.
You should treat Oliver well. I hope you're not only receiving from him. Although relationships shouldn't be focused on give and take, you should still try to reciprocate the love that he gives you.
Of course. I also treat him very well. I shower him with love like how he does to me.
I should contact Oliver to say thank you. I'm excited to tell my friends about him too. I am so lucky to have a son-in-law who is very caring. Aren't I so lucky?
Let's raise a glass for our soon-to-be business owner, Oliver. Why are you calling me a soon-to-be business owner? Don't joke around like that. Hey, come on, it's true. You're gonna be a business owner soon. I still can't believe that you're gonna be that large company owner's son-in-law in a few months. I am so jealous of you. When you first started working at your company, you were always dating girls who came from wealthy families, but this time, you have hit the jackpot. Do you remember what I told you before? It's a better idea to marry a girl from a rich family than to work hard. Working takes effort, but meeting a rich woman just takes luck. Working at a company will get you nowhere. You can be working for years, but your salary might remain the same. But marrying a rich woman is an easy way to earn money quickly. You're getting married to a rich woman, but on top of that, you are getting promoted at your company. You got two birds with one stone. I'm really so jealous of how lucky you are. I worked hard to get promoted just to show my father-in-law now how hardworking I am. It'll show him that I'm worthy of taking his business in the future. This was all part of my plan from the start. After I get promoted, I can relax. Also, guess what? My brother-in-law is not interested in running his father's business. You know what that means? It's highly likely that my father-in-law will pass his business to me rather than to his real son. My father-in-law doesn't seem interested in passing on his business to his real son already. Ella told me yesterday that her dad said that I would be a good business owner in the future. He's already considering me as a candidate, so I need to prove that to him. I need to prove to him that I'm worthy of being a good business owner. That's why I worked hard to get that promotion. Wow, you planned this quite thoroughly. I'm really jealous of you. I can't say it enough times. If I could turn back time, I would go back before I met my wife. My wife is bringing me down. She's from a middle-class family. After giving birth, she said she doesn't have the time to go to work anymore, so she quit her job. She stays at home while I have to work hard every day for hours. My life is miserable. I told you to marry someone else. You should have just listened to me, but you didn't. But then you only cared about how pretty a woman was. You married her just because of her looks. I was stubborn then. I wish I had listened to you. When you become the owner of that company, can you please hire me and give me a high position in the company? I will have to be careful. People might suspect us. I'll see how you act and decide. Wow, how can you be so arrogant already? Even though you are arrogant, I'll treat you well, Mr. Future Business Owner. That is what I want to hear. Anyway, I can't wait to become the owner of a company. I'm sick of working as an employee at my current company. As soon as I get married, I'll prepare to take on the business.
My dad is running late today. He is not even picking up his phone. I wonder if something happened to him. I hope not. Huh? Oh, my dad called me back. Hello? Dad, why didn't you pick up my phone call? I was worried about you. Did something happen to you? Are you Mr. Alderson's daughter? This is the hospital calling. Huh? The hospital? Did something happen? Why did you call me? I'm sorry to inform you that Mr. Alderson has gotten into a car accident. He is currently in the hospital, but he is in very serious condition. I need you to be here quickly, please. What? A car accident? Dad? Dad? What happened to your face? Oh, it's breaking my heart. Did you get injured severely?
Oh, my poor Ella. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shock you like this. I feel a lot better now that I get to see your face. Your brother hasn't arrived to the hospital yet, even though the hospital gave him a call too. I wonder if he's busy doing music right now. I want to see him before I go in for my surgery.
Dad, you shouldn't talk right now. You injured your face, so I don't want you to move your face too much. Why is my dad's breathing so harsh? Is he going to be okay? Did he get injured a lot?
First, he needs to get surgery. Please, can you follow the nurse to sign some papers? He needs a surgery urgently, and we can't go forward until we have your legal approval.
Dad, I'm going to sign the papers. The surgery will go well, so don't worry. I'm going to wait for you in this hospital until your surgery is finished. Okay? Don't worry about anything. Everything will be fine.
I need to see you get married before I die. I'm worried that I might not pull through this surgery.
Dad, don't say that. You are going to be fine after the surgery.
I'll take him into the surgery room then. My dear Ella, you have to live happily even without me, okay? Can you do that for me?
Dad, stop saying things like that. You're not going to die. How can I live happily without you? Doctor, please save my dad. I beg you. I can't live without him. He is going to be fine, right?
I need to do the surgery first to see how bad the injury is. I'll take him inside now. Please, wait outside the surgery room. Dad? Dad, where are you?
Ethan! Why did you arrive so late? The hospital called you 2 hours ago.
I had a concert today. I came here as soon as it finished. Where's Dad? Is he okay?
He went in for a surgery. It's been 2 hours since, but the doctor hasn't come out yet.
Did he get into a big accident? How bad is his injury?
His car hit a truck on the highway. The doctor told me that he lost a lot of blood. I hope our dad will be fine. I'm worried sick.
Ella, don't worry. He's gonna be fine. Let's stay positive in this situation.
Doctor, is our dad okay? Did the surgery go well?
I'm sorry to tell you this. We tried our best to save him, but he didn't make it. What? Our dad? Did he pass away?
No way. That can't be true. He was fine a few hours ago. He was even talking to me. How can he suddenly pass away?
He passed away from a cerebral hemorrhage. He hit his head in the car accident and injured his head quite badly. No, I'm sorry. We tried our best, but he lost too much blood on the way to the hospital. No, I didn't even get to see his face before he passed. I can't let him go without saying goodbye. Please save our dad. I have a lot to say to him. Doctor, please.
Doctor, please save our dad. Please, we beg you.
I'm so sorry.
Ethan, what should we do? We suddenly lost our dad. This can't be happening.
No way. I can't believe this. There is no way that our dad passed away.
How could this happen? My father-in-law passed away. I can't believe this at all.
Oliver, please tell me this is just a nightmare. Please tell me that once I wake up from this nightmare, everything will go back to normal. How can he suddenly pass away?
Oliver, when did you arrive? Thank you for coming all the way to this funeral.
Of course, I had to come. But can you explain to me what happened? How did he pass away?
He got into a big car accident. A truck hit his car and he got injured badly. Because he lost a lot of blood, he passed away during the surgery. I can't believe this happened. My brain cannot process what's going on. Like Ella said, I also wish this was a nightmare.
Ethan, I'll take care of the funeral service. You should go take a rest. Ella, you too. You both need some rest.
Oliver, thank you for offering to help, but I should be the one doing it since I'm his son.
I also thought of him as my real dad. I feel like a son to him. I am so heartbroken right now. He was so healthy before, but it was so unfortunate that he got into this car accident.
Exactly. You can never predict a person's future. Who would have thought that someone so healthy would pass away this quickly? I didn't even get to see and talk to my dad for the last time before he passed away.
Me too. I should have visited him one more time while he was alive. I regret not doing so. I can't bear this. Thank you so much for coming all the way here. You didn't have to, but I appreciate that you took the time to come all of this way. Oliver, I came here for you, not your father-in-law. To be honest, his death has nothing to do with me. Don't you know why I came here? You are going to be in charge of his business soon now, aren't you? Honestly, that was the first thing that popped into my head when I heard the news that my father-in-law was in the hospital. I'm going to be in charge of his company a lot quicker than I expected, but I guess that's better for me. His family will start to discuss about what to do with his company. You should try and act like you're sad. It'll increase the chances of you receiving his business. I have been trying to look so sad. I've been frowning for the past few hours and now my lips are starting to ache. Do you remember back in university, I used to take drama classes? Those classes are coming in handy today. Both Ethan and Ella seem to fall for my acting. They think that I'm actually grieving for their father's death. What if Ethan suddenly decides to take over his father's company? There is no way that he could do that. Didn't you see how he looked like a while ago? He thinks of himself as a musician. He dyed his hair red and wore super large and unique looking glasses. He probably thinks of himself as a cool rock star. You can just tell from his looks that he has no ability to run a business. The business will flop when it gets put in his hands. I think so too. A corny musician like him won't be able to do business. You are the right owner for that business. Anyway, congratulations. It looks like you took the highway to success. Out of all of our friends, I think you became the most successful through this marriage. Once I become the owner of the business, I will treat you with a meal. Maybe I should tell my company that I'll be quitting soon. They should know in advance.
Huh, Ethan, how are you doing? You must be having quite a hard time because you lost your father. I apologize for calling you to come here today. But I need to discuss some important matters with you, so I had no chance but to ask you to come today. What is it that you want to discuss with me? Did something happen in the company? After your father passed away, our company's vendors told us that they want to cancel their contracts with our company. If we don't fix this situation, our company might end up closing down or getting sold. So I contacted you since you're his heir. What? How can that be possible? Our dad's business might get sold? This business is very big. Is it even possible to sell such a large business? Why do the vendors want to cancel their contracts with our company? Yes, unfortunately, that can't happen. Your father has been meeting the vendors in person to sign contracts with them previously. He values keeping a good relationship with the vendors. He takes important matters on his own hands without using the help of other employees. The vendors knew about this too. Without your father, it's quite impossible to keep the business running. I think the vendors are very well aware of that. So, when they heard that your father passed away, they requested to cancel their contracts with us. I can't help but feel disappointed. I didn't expect them to turn their backs on us so quickly. Just because your father passed away, the vendors want to stop working with us. I think that is such a cruel thing to do. Don't you think so too? Although it is the right move for the vendors to make a rational decision, I didn't expect them to turn their back so quickly without giving our business a chance. They are quite cold-hearted. We've spent years together in partnership. Then, what do we need to do to overcome this situation? Well, I can't make any big decisions because I don't have the right to. Because you and your sister are his heirs, the decision is yours to make. However, we have no experience in business. We've not even ever helped our father run this business before. We have no clue what to do. I think that's also why the vendors want to stop working with us. They don't see potential in a company being run by people with no experience in running a business. If someone who was experienced were to be put in charge, the vendors would have stayed with us. After your father passed away, it was clear that our business was starting to flop. We have a lot of expenses on our hands that we need to pay off, but the vendors are canceling their contracts with us, which leaves us in a stickier situation. It won't be long until our business will be out for sale. This business's fate is in your hands. All I can do is follow the business owner's decision. I can't make decisions for the company by myself. I don't have the right to do that. Our dad has been building this company tall and strong throughout his whole life. I can't believe that all of his hard effort can come crumbling down in just a few days. How can this happen?
Ethan, what should we do? How should we solve this situation? I didn't expect Dad's company to flop over this quickly. I should have prepared for this in advance, but I have no experience in business.
Me too. I didn't expect this to happen at all. I thought our dad would live longer and run his business for a long time. If I knew that this would happen, I would have learned business. I should have studied and learned from our dad. I regret putting all of my time and effort into music only. Because I only focused on music, I can't do anything for my dad's business now. Should we ask Oliver to help? I think he'll know better than us. Also, our dad considered passing down his business to Oliver.
But Oliver is just an employee at his company. Do you think he will be able to run the business smoothly?
I'm not sure, but let's ask him just in case. Also, since he'll be your husband soon, he's also going to be part of our family. I think we should discuss this with him too. Oliver actually asked me at the funeral what would happen to our dad's business. He's worried about the business too. Let's use this chance to ask Oliver.
Okay, you're right. We need as much help as we can get.
Why did you call me to come out all of a sudden? I think you should take more time to rest and grieve for your deceased father.
Where's your brother?
I am feeling better now. I wanted to come out to get some fresh air, but also I have something to talk to you about. My brother went out for a bit. There's something he needs to look into. Oliver, there's something I need to ask you. It is really important.
Yes, what is it?
I just heard the news that my dad's company is in a difficult situation right now. In the worst case scenario, my dad's business might be out for sale. My brother and I have no idea what to do about this.
What? His business might be out for sale? How can that happen?
All of the business's vendors decided to cancel their partnership with the business after hearing the news about my dad's death. So the business is struggling right now since it lost all its vendors. The business has a lot of expenses it needs to pay off, but it is not earning enough to pay the expenses off. If this continues, the business will have to get sold. What should we do? Because both me and my brother don't know anything about business, we feel completely lost.
So you're telling me that all the vendors canceled their contracts with the business? Absolutely all of them?
Yes, all of them. My dad used to manage business with the vendors on his own. So after my dad passed away, the vendors don't want to work with us anymore. I can't believe that this is even possible. I don't know what to do. I feel like there is no solution to the situation right now. I feel so lost.
How can this happen? The business is going to completely flop. I think I might end up in debt if the business failed to pay off the expenses. I was happy for a moment because I thought that I would become the owner of the business. But now my dreams are crushed.
Oliver, why aren't you saying anything? Can you help us out? My dad used to consider you as the next owner of the business when he was alive. I thought you were also interested in running the company. So I wanted to ask your opinion on what we should do. What do you think we should do? How can we overcome this situation?
Why are you asking me this? It's your dad's business, not mine.
What? Oliver, why are you acting so cold all of a sudden? What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? Your old man was just saying that to be nice. He wasn't being serious about it. Do you expect me to take over the business now that the business is about to get screwed? You are so shameless to ask me to take responsibility for something your dead dad caused.
Oliver, you don't sound like yourself. What happened to you? Your attitude completely changed.
My attitude has changed because the situation turned upside down. You're not a daughter from a rich family anymore. You're gonna end up in debt soon. Why should I show kindness to a poor person like you? I don't have a big enough heart to do that. Whew, I'm glad that we haven't got married yet. If we got married sooner, my life was about to go downhill.
What? So you're implying that you don't want to marry me anymore because my dad's company is in a bad situation right now?
Of course I do. Do you think I'm mad to be marrying you now? My marriage with you is not going to benefit me at all. I don't need you anymore. If you're going to struggle on your own. Oh, never mind. You have your brother to struggle together with. You are finally going to start to mature now. You and your brother were such spoiled kids. Before, I hated seeing how you were able to do whatever you wanted because of your rich dad. Now you'll have to face reality. You'll soon learn that life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Take this as a chance to mature. Good luck with your depressing future. I'm gonna go now. Don't contact me ever again. I'm gonna block you anyway.
Oliver, how can you do this to me? I thought you loved me like how I loved you.
I never loved you. The only thing I loved about you was your father's wealth. You're not even my type. Well, we are completely over now. Also, does it matter if I loved you or not? You have more things to worry about right now. Poor people like you don't even deserve to be loved by others.
How can he suddenly change like this? He is not the Oliver I know. My dad didn't see the real side of him and treated him with love. He thought of Oliver as a trustworthy son-in-law. But he betrayed both of us. Is he even human? I was so naive. I got fooled by his innocent act. I thought he would be a good husband for me, but I was wrong. I should have known his true side.
So you're telling me that Oliver approached you only for your money from the start? That little devil.
Yes, even his facial expression completely changed. The way he looked at me hurt my feelings. I feel so angry to the point where I can feel my blood boiling.
He is such a dirtbag. I won't let him go on this. I'll make him pay for his actions.
Ethan, but first we need to sort out the business. What should we do? I don't know what we could do to fix the problem. Maybe Oliver was right when he said we grew up to become spoiled kids. Now that we face reality, we can't do anything to fix it.
It's my fault for living so carelessly. I should have listened to our dad when he told me to go abroad and study business and finance in university. Instead, I didn't listen to him when I said that I wanted to do music. If I just listened to him, I would know what to do right now.
No, it's not your fault, but I understand what you mean. I also regret not listening to him. I should have studied business like you told me to.
Someone's been ringing the doorbell. I wonder who it is.
I am not expecting any visitors today. I wonder who's come to see us. Oh, could it possibly be Mr. Carter?
Mr. Carter? Who's he?
Mr. Carter! What brings you here today?
No, you two were both inside the house. I was ringing the doorbell for a long time, but no one was answering me. I was starting to get worried because I thought that no one was inside the house. I'm glad you two were here. I have something to tell you guys.
Who is he? Do you know him?
He used to work for our dad for a very long time. He was the director of the company. Oh, Mr. Carter, is your wife feeling better now?
Yes, your father booked a room in the hospital for my wife, and thanks to him, my wife was able to get surgery quickly. She's still going through treatments in hopes to fully recover from her cancer. The doctor told me that she's staying healthy and strong, so it won't be long until she recovers fully. I wanted to pay back my gratitude for your father, but I heard the heartbreaking news that your father passed away recently. Unfortunately, the day your father passed away was the same day that my wife had her surgery. That was why I couldn't come to the funeral. I'm terribly sorry for this.
No, Mr. Carter, don't feel sorry for it. Your wife's surgery is more important for you. I completely understand. I'm glad that her surgery went well.
Hello, Mr. Carter. I'm Ethan, Ella's older brother. I think that this is our first time seeing each other. It's nice to finally meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. I heard a lot about you from your father. He complimented you a lot. He told me that you make great music as a musician. When you two were younger, your father used to bring Ella to work quite frequently, so I had the chance to see her often, but it is my first time meeting you in person. It is my pleasure to finally meet you.
But why did you come to our house today, Mr. Carter?
I heard the news that your father's business is not in a positive situation at the moment. I was angry when I heard that the vendors all turned their backs.
Oh, you heard the news already. We feel devastated as well. We don't know what we can do to help. We want to help recover our father's business, but we have no idea how to do that.
Please, don't worry too much. I've already talked to some vendors and managed to renew their contracts. Some of the vendors will be working with us again. As for the other vendors, I'm still in the process of persuading them.
Really? That's amazing. Thank you so much for doing that for us.
When the business first opened, your father and I used to work side by side. Most of the vendors still recognized my face when they saw me, and they were glad to renew their contracts. However, this doesn't mean that the business is stable now. We still have to work towards bringing the business back to life. I sorted out the biggest problem that was holding the business back for now, but we still have a long way to go. I dropped by the company on the way to your house, and I let the employees know about this too.
Mr. Carter, thank you so much for going out of your way to do this for the business. Even though you don't work at this company anymore, you care about it, and it means a lot to us. You must have been busy taking care of your wife, but you still made the time to do this.
Even though I quit the company, I received a lot from your father while I was working there, and I wanted to pay back the care I received. No, but I have to tell you something. I think I'll have to start working at the company again. Can I please do that? The vendors renewed their contracts because they thought that I was working with them. They trust me because they've worked with me for years. If I'm not working in the company, they might refuse to work with the company at all.
Of course you can come back to work at the company.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Oh, I also talked to the employees at the company as well as the company's lawyer. They told me that half of the company's profit will go to you and to your brother. You and your brother will be the shareholders with the most shares. Also, you and your brother will be in charge of making decisions for the company. The company will be under your hands. I also had a word with the company's lawyer yesterday. I'm not sure if we deserve the right to make big decisions for the company because we are inexperienced in this field. I'm afraid that we might not make the best decisions for the company. Well, it hasn't been long since your father passed away. I suggest you two start studying business management from now on. You should work hard for your father's company. I will help you as much as I can by your side.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you have done for us in the company.
Your father has done even more for me. I'm just returning the favor. I'm rather happy to help. You both will be very busy from now on, so get ready for it. Running a business is not easy work, and I hope you put in all the effort you can.
We'll do everything we can for our dad's company.
I'm glad that things are starting to sort out now. Mr. Carter now has the legal right to manage and run our dad's business.
Mr. Carter has been working for the company since it was established. He knows about the company better than we do, so it's a good idea that he's in charge of management. But I will also start studying business management from now on. Since we're the biggest shareholders of the company, we should at least know how the system operates.
Yes, I won't live a naive and immature life like before.
I feel like you've matured a little bit already. Before you were living life quite carelessly, I have to admit. You only cared about your bakery and even thought it was your full-time job to work at the bakery. You treated it like a hobby. Anyway, did you break up with Oliver for good?
Yes, I broke up with him. I won't be seeing him ever again. He is out of my life for good.
If he ever comes into my sight, I'll teach him a lesson.
It feels nice to have you by my side. You are always so supportive of me. Huh? What is this?
Someone called you. Are you gonna pick it up?
It's him. Oliver.
What? We were just talking about him. How dare he call you? Should I pick up the phone call for you instead?
No, it's okay. I'll take care of it. Hello? Why did you call me? I thought you said you blocked my phone number and you would never talk to me again.
It's not what you think. I just called because our wedding planner called me. I told him to call you instead, but he said that you weren't picking up your phone. I know that you're busy, but you need to take care of this as well. Since we're going to cancel the marriage, the wedding planner told me that we need to pay a cancellation fee. Because you already booked the wedding venue and your wedding dress, the cancellation fee is going to be very expensive. You need to pay the cancellation fee.
What? Do you want me to pay for all of the cancellation fee?
Yes, of course. Did you expect me to pay for it? You should pay since our marriage was canceled because of you. It is all your fault. I'm not going to pay a single penny towards the cancellation fee.
Don't you think you are being too harsh to me?
What did I do wrong? Oh, yeah, you should also return the skin treatment membership and the massage shop gift card that I gave to you last time. You don't even have the time to use it anyway, don't you?
You're being ridiculous. You want to take back all the gifts you got for me? If you want me to return the gifts back, you should also return the things my dad gave to you.
You're acting childish. Your dad didn't even give me a lot of things. I'm gonna expect the gifts back from you. You can return it in a parcel if you don't want to come all the way over to my house.
If you want it back, come get it back. I'm not going to spend money on sending a parcel to you.
What did he say? Did he say he's coming here?
Yes, he is going to come here tomorrow to pick up some stuff. Ethan, let's teach him a lesson. I cannot forgive him.
You could have just sent a package instead of bothering me. I had to come all the way here. Oh, do you have no money to send a package? Are you that poor now?
Take this and get lost.
How dare you just throw it in my face? You could have just handed it to me like a decent human being. Wait, what is this? This is a newspaper. Why are you giving me a newspaper?
Take a look at what it says in the newspaper.
Why would I want to read the local newspaper? Is this some kind of joke? Wait, isn't this a picture of you and your brother? You and your brother are the shareholders of the company now? I thought that company closed down.
Of course not. Why would it close down? The company is back up and running well.
What? It didn't flop? Before you told me that the company might close down.
I said it might. I never said it would. Now that you have seen the news, you can take your skin treatment membership and gift card and get lost. You are so desperate for money. You can get your refund for the things that you bought for me and use that money for yourself.
Ella, we should have a chat. Do you want to go out for a meal someday and talk things through again? I think I made a mistake.
Why would I want to eat a meal with you? I feel like I'm going to throw up when I see your face.
Don't be like that. Just give me one more chance.
Get lost! I'd rather starve than go out with you for a meal. Since you got back the things that you asked for, I'm going to go back inside now.
Ella, wait for a while. Look, I'm really sorry. I made a huge mistake. I'm sorry that I was mean to you. I really regretted all the things that I said to you. I said those mean things because you triggered a bad memory of mine. Do you remember when I told you I had a difficult childhood because my dad's business failed when I was young? I was scared that I would have to go through that difficult lifestyle again with you. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have said those mean things to you. I'm really sorry.
You are so shameless. You apologize only after hearing the news that my company didn't flop. I know that you don't feel sorry at all. You told me to pay for all of the wedding planner's cancellation fees, and you also made me return the gifts you got for me and my dad.
That was just so I could have an excuse to see you again. I wanted to get a chance to meet you and talk to you again. Your dirty lies are unbearable to listen to, Oliver. Even a kindergartner would recognize that you're lying. Who are you trying to fool with those stupid lies? Ethan? When did you come here? Why are you here? What do you mean? This is my house. You're the one standing in front of my house. I should be asking you why you are here. And why are you talking to my sister again? You canceled the marriage with her because you thought that she would end up poor. But now you found out that she hasn't, and you've come back for her money, didn't you? I never told you this before, but I didn't like you from the start. I had a bad feeling that you would cause trouble for our family. However, I just kept quiet because my dad seemed to take a liking to you. But I was right. You turned out to be a complete bastard. You better watch out when you walk alone at night. I perform my music at clubs, so I know a lot of members of gangs. Maybe I should call them now to come over so that they can take a good look at your face to remember what you look like. You're not actually gonna make them harm me, right? I hope you're just joking with me right now. I just came here to ask Ella for forgiveness. Please, trust me. Trust you? It's obvious that you're lying. Lying is one of the things that I hate most. You were hiding your true colors from my sister and my dad for a long time. I will not forgive you for that. Now you're pretending to be innocent, but we're not going to fall for it again. I can't take it any longer. I'm going to call the gangsters to come get you. What? Are you really going to call them? You're just kidding, right?
Of course he's not kidding. Don't you remember what you told me last time? You said life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. We are not joking around. We are going to make you pay for what you did. Ethan, call the gangster right now. Oliver needs to learn his lesson.
Yeah, I'm calling their phones up right now. Give me a moment. Hey, Jason, how you doing? I just called to ask a favor. Do you remember my sister's ex-boyfriend I told you about before? Yeah, that scumbag. He came to our house and he's making a big scene. He's trying to act all innocent in front of us. I think you need to come over here and teach him a lesson. Do you have the time? Yeah? That's great. The address is... I can't be here anymore.
Where are you going, Oliver? Are you running away?
Why are you running away? Are you scared now? Come back and fight like a man. How can he run away as soon as I make a phone call? He's such a scaredy cat.
I feel so embarrassed that I once used to love him. I almost made the mistake of marrying him.
Jason, that bastard ran away because he was scared of you. I don't think you need to come here anymore. Yeah, I lied and told him that you were a gangster. He totally fell for it and now he's running for his life. I'll call you again the next time I need help. Thank you so much, Jason.
I want to turn back time to before I met Oliver. Or I wish I could just erase all the memories I shared with him. How did I date a guy like that for 3 years? I still can't believe it. He was so good at hiding his true colors.
Ella, it's not your fault. Life is unfair sometimes. I should have beat him up myself.
It's okay, Ethan. He's not even worth getting into a fight for. I'm never going to see him again anyway.
Mr. Carter, I'll pour you a glass. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. We have the best director in the world.
Oh, please don't flatter me. I haven't done that much for the company. Like I said before, I'm just managing the company for a short period of time. You will have to be in charge of managing the company soon.
I still have lots to learn. I'm not ready for it yet. The company is prospering after you have joined it again. It feels like a miracle to us. Without you, things would have gone really bad. I'm so thankful for your hard work.
I completely agree with Ethan. You saved the company. Thank you so much.
It's all because your father has done so many things for me. I'm just paying him back this way. I believe that your father was the one who saved my wife's life too. If it wasn't for him, my wife wouldn't have recovered this quickly.
My dad always told me that we need to help others who are going through a hard time. I'm certain that my dad was more than happy to help you and your wife.
The same goes for me. I'm more than happy to be able to help the company. Anyway, I feel at peace to finally see both of you smiling without any worries. Ethan, how are your studies going? Do you find business management challenging, or is it alright so far?
Well, it is a bit challenging, to be honest. But I can't only do the things that I want in life. Sometimes I have to do things even if I don't want to do them. It is my duty to study business management. I think my dad would be proud of me if he was alive. I need to learn how the business operates. In the future, if another problem occurs, I'll be able to fix it on my own.
I have also been studying business management. Although I didn't enroll into a university like my brother, I have been taking online classes. I am also working in my bakery. Since my dad opened the bakery for me, I want to put all my effort into it to make him proud.
You both have matured a lot more compared to the last time I saw you. I think your dad in heaven will be very proud of you both.
I hope so too.
Also, I heard some news about your ex-boyfriend. Somebody told me that he got fired from his company.
How did he get fired?
He got a bad grade in his annual performance review. But more importantly, he was trying to seduce a new employee who joined the company, and the news got around to the company very quickly. The female employee sued him right away. The company fired him soon after. I heard it through someone who works in the same company as Oliver. Apparently, there's a rumor going around that Oliver only approaches women who are from a rich background.
He still hasn't learned his lesson, but at least he's getting punished for it.
I knew that he would end up like that. I think the best revenge is to leave him alone. He hasn't learned from his mistake, and now he is getting punished for it.
He never tries to become successful by working hard. He only wants success by meeting a woman who is rich. The news about Oliver spread to other companies as well. Oliver went for a few job interviews, but he was rejected in all of them.
No one would want an employee like Oliver in their company.
That's good. Oliver finally gets what he deserves.
Exactly. I think he will finally learn his lesson now. I'm sure he will.
My brother Ethan enrolled in a reputable university to study business management. Ethan says that it interests him less than music, but he still studies very hard. I think he is now starting to enjoy his studies, and he attends all of his lectures. I can tell that Ethan is trying his best to take responsibility in our dad's company. Seeing him take charge and really own his role, it makes me seriously proud. Ethan's come a long way. Lately, I've been pouring all my energy into my bakery, and it's been quite the journey. I came up with several new menus for my bakery. I've got a solid crew of regulars who keep coming back for more, plus these awesome big orders rolling in that keep me on my toes. I'm not content to just stop here. I am planning to grow my bakery even bigger and better than before. A few months ago, I got a call from my ex-boyfriend. He called pleading for help because he was in some deep financial mess and needed a handout to get by. I told him I wouldn't be helping him at all and hung up the call before he could even get another word in. I will never meet someone who hides his true colors like him ever again. It's been a whole year since he left us, but there's this constant ache in my chest that just won't go away. It's like there's this void, this emptiness that nothing seems to fill. My brother and I have been keeping ourselves busy with work, throwing ourselves into our own little worlds just to distract ourselves from the pain. We keep pushing forward, my brother and I, because that's what Dad would have wanted. Mr. Carter has been doing a spectacular job at managing the company. Because Dad had this incredible gift for forging connections, for nurturing friendships that ran deep, we received a lot of helping hands even after he passed away. Our company has been riding the wave of success lately. We hired more employees to join us. It's like watching a family grow. My brother and I will continue to work hard and try our best to make our dad proud. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.